Hey, welcome class to our first lesson on parent functions. So parent functions are the base function of an equation, and then what we're going to do eventually is take these parent functions and transform them. But first we just want to get started. So I'm going to first show you how to complete the worksheet for today, and then next week we'll work on the transformation of the parent functions. All right, so first thing we want to do is we want to be able to pick x values. So you see on the worksheet you're going to have a situation just like I have on the screen here, and you want to just pick x values and just make them simple. So I'm just going to go -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And what you're going to do is you're just going to use this as inputs, and y is the output. Okay, so what we're going to do is take the -3 and we are going to put it into the equation. So if I put in a -3 in for x, all right, now I'm sorry about this mistake. I have f of x here, but y there. So what it should say up here is f of x, because we're using function notation. All right, so if I plug that value in, well, I just have x, so the answer is -3. If I put a 2 in for x, then f of x is -2, sorry, and then -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this one's really simple. This is the parent function for linear equations. So then I have the point, then I go graph the point, so -3, -3 is there, -2, -2, -1, -1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, and 4, 4. All right, and then I just draw the line through them, and there is the equation. All right. Now, normally we would label points, but there's so many in there, so I'm just going to label the central point 0, 0. And now, again, we're going to take a look at domain and range. For domain, I want to look at it and see, okay, how far to that direction will it go? Well, the graph goes on forever in that direction, so it's going on until infinity. So the max value of the domain will be an infinite value, infinity. And that's going to be less than how far will it go to that direction? Well, again, it's going to go on forever. But if I go to the left forever, we call that negative infinity. And that's going to be less than or equal to. And then x is what domain uses. Domain uses x. And remember, there's another way to write that. All right, you could use it as this. If you wanted to say that, you could also say that every number from negative infinity to infinity are the all real numbers, if you wanted to use that symbol. All right, and then when we go to range, same idea. How far up does it go? How far down does it go? Again, that would be, it goes down to negative infinity, and it's going to be the max value of positive infinity. But now in this case, again, because the equation is using f of x over here, right, like I made my mistake up here, I use f of x right here as my value. I didn't use y. The equation, the function does not use y, so I have to use the function notation right there for the range. Again, or you could use the brackets. Again, you could use square brackets if you want. You could say all real numbers is your range as well. That's our first example. Here's our second example. And for this example, I see I have a slightly different equation here. I have 2x plus 3, all right? And so I'm going to use those same x values, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel free on your worksheet, I don't like that -3. Feel free on your worksheet today to use these numbers unless they're numbers that aren't great, all right? I'm just picking the easiest numbers I could come up with. All right, in this case, for a linear function, these are the easiest numbers. If you get to other different functions, maybe -3 isn't a great number to use. So then find a better number to use. Okay, remember, we want to work smarter. We don't have to work harder. And now we're going to do the same idea. Now I'm going to take the value of -3 and I'm going to plug it in right there. So really what I'm trying to find right now is, like, our function notation is f of -3. Right, which would be then I do 2 multiplied by -3 plus 3. So if I multiply that out, -6 plus 3 is -3. So I have a y value of -3. I'm going to put the next value in, and that value is -2. I'll put -2 in for x. So by function notation, I'm essentially finding f of negative 2. So 2 multiplied by negative 2 is negative 4 plus 3 would be negative 1. Okay, I take the next value and I'll put negative 1 in for x now. So essentially I'm finding f of negative 1. So 2 by negative 1 plus 3 would be negative 2 plus 3, so positive 1. All right, and now we will put in 0, so f of 0 would be 2 times 0 plus 3, which would be 3. And just keep doing that. Plug in a 1. 2 times 1 is 4. Sorry, 2 times 1 is 2, plus 3 is 5. And then put in 2, put in 3, put in 4. All right, 7, 9, and 11. All right, so now I'm going to graph those values. I have, again, negative 3, negative 3. But now I go to negative 2, negative 1. Negative 1, 1. 0, 3. 1, 5. 2, 7. 3, 9. Sorry, 3, 9 right there. Now, 4, 11 goes off this graph. So that's up here, all right? Now, obviously, it's only one number above, so it's not like it's terrible to get to, but you will have some values on this worksheet where it will be off the graph. If that's the case, then don't worry about graphing those numbers. If they are off the graph, you don't have to graph them, and that's just fine, and because some of them will go completely off the graph, very, very far off the graph. And now I'll graph that line. There it is. Okay. Now think linear functions. We're not going to do many linear functions with parent functions because they just don't need to. Because think about what this equation really is. In reality, if you had this equation right here, think about slope-intercept form. All right, the y-intercept would be 3. So notice I have a point at 0, 3. And the slope would have been 2. And so notice I would have gone up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, and that would have followed the same line. All right, you don't need to do that here because you won't have linear functions on your worksheet today. So you are going to want to use this table to fill in and find out what the parent functions look like. Okay, and then take a look at the domain. One more time, how far does it go to the left? How far that way does it go? How far does it go to the right? And for range, how far up does it go? How far down does it go? All right, the domain and the range. Domain was, again, it's all real numbers. And the range is also all real numbers. All right, those are the things you're going to have to do today is just complete the parent function table. Give them a try. Good luck. There's your assignment. Enjoy.